Ben Lugo versus Natan Levy is a featherweight bout. Ben Lugo has a cheated record of 5 wins, 3 losses. Natan Levy has a cheated record of 4 wins with absolutely no losses. Alright, so Ben Lugo started his career off with a first-round arm triangle win over someone with a record of 4-5. Now, after his first win, he ended up getting his first loss by rear naked choke in the 3rd round. After that loss against a pretty good opponent, he ended up losing again, but this time by KO in the 1st round to another pretty good fighter. After that second loss, he was 1-2 and ended up sadly losing again by KO in the 1st round to a 37-year-old with a record of 1-1. After yet another loss, he had a horrible record of 1-3 when he started to make his resurgence, as in his next fight against someone with a record of 2-2, he ended up luckily getting the win by submission with 4 seconds left of the very last round. After that win, he actually kept the wins coming with a unanimous decision win over another not-so-great opponent with a record of 2-3. After that win, he was finally 3-3 and ended up winning his next fight by KO in the very first round, and his fight after that, he got a win by submission in the 1st round. Now, you guys might be thinking, nice, this dude was pretty bad at the start of his career, but he's since made a resurgence and is much better. He has picked it up. You are wrong. Those last 2 wins, both by finish in the 1st round, were against guys with records of 0-4 and 0-3. These guys have not won a single fight. He has beaten nothing but losers. Alright, now I'm done with this guy. Now let's take a look at his opponent, Natan Levy. Alright, so Natan Levy ended up winning every single one of his amateur fights, 1 by first round KO, 1 by decision, and 2 by submission. After his amateur career, he fought a very weak opponent with a record of 1-3, which is just horrendous, and he ended up winning that fight by first round armbar. After that win in his debut, he fought a little bit better of a fighter who has a record of 2-3 and ended up dominating to get the win by submission in the 1st round. After his second pro MMA win against a pretty bad fighter, he got another small step up in competition against a guy with a record of 3-4. Now, he ended up winning that fight by unanimous decision, which ended up getting him a spot in the LFA, where he ended up getting the win by unanimous decision. Alright, so, as you guys saw in this video so far, both of these fighters have yet to fight any real big competition. Not even big competition, just competition in general. Every one of their fights that they've had have been against a bunch of literal tuna cans, like James Vick said to Justin Gaethje. But, with what I've seen, Natan Levy's submission skills are going to play a huge factor in this fight. And I think with his submission skills, he's going to use them to get the submission in the 2nd round. Alright. If you agree, disagree, or have something to say, make sure to put in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to get back to every single one of those comments. Make sure to like, subscribe with notifications turned on so you guys don't miss the absolute best MMA content out there. It's been fun, but I'm out of here.